How many were able to select very specifically the one change in me and the one change in the world outside? Would you like to share one change in me? Not get affected by people around me. So how do we phrase that? For myself, not get affected by things around me means that I am peaceful. Not get affected around me means I am powerful. I am powerful. My state of mind does not get affected by anything around me. So you want to be powerful. Anyone else? Seed of change in me? Healthy mind. Anybody else? Seed of change in me? Not to judge anybody. Anyone else wants to share? Harmony in me. In me and outside. So she wants the same thing in the inner world and in the outer world. Harmony. Not to get angry in any circumstances, which means peace. We have to be very careful with the vocabulary we use for the mind. Let's not say not to get angry, because then the only picture the mind will see will be of anger. It's like saying, don't wear black. So I'm telling the mind, don't wear black, but I'm not telling my mind which color to wear. So not get angry, the mind would not know what to create. So we have to be very specific. I want to be peaceful, happy. Anyone else at the back? Seed of change? Patience. Be positive. Acceptance. Be open. Hanji? Healthy. Okay, one change for the world. What change would you like to see in the world? Peace in the world. What else in the world? More kind people. So you want to see a world of kindness, compassion. Free from ego. And if we're free from ego, we will be free from everything. We will free from everything which is toxic for us. Now, let's check the equation. If the world is beautiful, then I will be peaceful. Or if I will be peaceful, then the world will be beautiful. What's the equation? If the world is peaceful, then I will be at peace. Or if I am at peace, the world will be peaceful. If I am at peace, the world will be peaceful. So we're clear with the equation. Now, third and most important thing. So if I want to create a peaceful world, or if I want a peaceful world, can I contribute towards creating it? Who is responsible for creating the peaceful world? Me. Who's responsible for what the world is today? How many of us have contributed to this present world? How many of us have contributed to the terror in the world today? How many of us have contributed to the conflict in the world today? And then who will contribute towards creating a peaceful world? Look at this room. We are 1,000 minds in this room just now. If we get a machine to check the energy field of this room, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to check how peaceful is this room right now. So it will depend on the 1,000 minds. So if 1,000 minds are peaceful, this room will be peaceful. Done? Equation fixed? And which means the energy of this room is the collective energy of every mind in this room. So each one of us is contributing to the energy in this room, and each one of us is also getting influenced by the energy of this room. So both ways. We contribute to creating it, and then we get influenced by what we have created. Now, please check carefully. If we are 1,000 minds here who are stressed, worried, fear, anxiety, what's the energy of this room? A lower vibration. In walks someone there from that door, wants to attend the program, and someone at the door tells them, sorry, you can't go in, it's already started. The one walking in is a little disturbed already, and when they come there, they are stopped from going inside. The energy of this room is at a lower frequency. How will that person respond? Can you see how he will respond? Can you visualize how he will respond? He will get angry. He might even use abusive language. And if still not allowed inside, he might even raise his hand on the usher who tries to stop him. And when we see him doing that, we are going to say, how could he do this? And whom do we hold responsible for his behavior? Who's responsible for how he behaved? Who is responsible for how that one person behaved? Who is responsible for how he behaved? He himself. Everyone? Everyone? He himself. Okay. Second option. 1,000 minds in this room, very peaceful, very calm, very pure, vibrating at a high frequency. Energy of this room, energy of the room, very high. In walks this person, a little disturbed, not allowed to enter the hall. How would he respond? How would he respond? Would he respond the same like he responded last time? He won't respond the same way? Is his response, his reaction going to be identical to what he responded last time, or is there a possibility of a slight change? A change towards a little, it could be a little, but a little softer version of what he was the first time. Who is responsible for that softer version? Who's responsible for the little softer version? The atmosphere of the room. And who's responsible for the atmosphere of the room? All of us. So who's responsible for that softer version of his response? All of us. Now look at the difference in your answer. Who was responsible for his violent behavior? He. But who's responsible for the softer behavior? All of us. That's it. This person walking into the room is one of those whom we watch in our TV news every morning. So and so did this. So and so did this. And we look at them and we read about them and we hear about them and we say, how can people do something like this? Without saying, I am contributing to what they are doing in the world because I am contributing towards the vibration of this planet. Had I raised my vibration and the collective planet vibration would be higher, then this person would have not done what he has done. And so I have the power to contribute towards finishing. What all can we eradicate from the world? What all can we eradicate from the world? What all can we eradicate from the world? You want to eradicate terror from the world? Eradicate anger from your mind. You want to eradicate rape and abuse from the world? Eradicate lust from your mind. You want to eradicate corruption from the world? Eradicate greed from your mind. We can't sit back and say, how can they do this? And when we sit back and say, how can they do this? We create even more hatred than what we were before. So instead of raising the vibration of the world, what do we do at that time? What do we do at that time? We lower it than what it already was. And when we lower the vibration of the world, the incidents which were occurring increase by next month and next year. And when that happens, we just sit back and say, what a mess the world is in. Let's start taking personal responsibility. That seed of change, the seed of change in the self is the seed of change in the world. If I am vibrating at 20, you are vibrating at 20, and each one of us is vibrating at 20, the world is vibrating at a frequency of 20. I shift to 40. People around me, my family, people I work with, come in the presence of my frequency and they start shifting towards 40. People who come in contact with them start shifting towards 40, and very soon we are shifting towards 40. The world starts vibrating at 40. Do you feel in the last few years we have lowered the vibration of the world? Yes, in terms of achievements, in terms of technology, in terms of comforts, we are better than what we were. But in terms of inner vibration, emotional frequency, do you feel we are slightly lower than what we were? Yes. And do we want to create that shift? Because every solution we need for the outside world is only going to happen if I create a shift here. There is nothing else in the outside world. The outside world, this energy of this room has no energy. It's only matter. It's walls and ceiling. The energy of this room is only the energy of every mind sitting in this room. So every mind is responsible for what's the frequency of this room right now. If we have jealousy on our mind, this room will have the energy of jealousy. If we have compassion on our mind, this room will have the energy of compassion. Now, Sister said, I want a world which is kind. So how to create a world which is kind? How do I create a world which is kind? Be kind. Create a world of compassion? Be compassion. Create a world of peace and love. Create a world of dignity and unity. Dignity and unity. It all begins with me. The most beautiful line that I understood at the Brahma Kumaris was, when I change, my world changes. It's that one equation which can change the world. But a lot of people are just waiting for the world to change. And are complaining about the current scenario of the world. And are hoping that someone will do something for this world. Whether it is the political leadership, whether it is the scientific community, whether it is religion and spiritual heads, who is going to heal this world? And do you think there is any one particular community, fraternity, political party which can heal a country or heal the world? Can anyone do that? Can anyone do that? No. I dirtied it, and I take the responsibility to clean it. And while I take that responsibility, the first one to get healed is me. Every thought we create, just see the impact of every thought we create. Every thought we create, where does it influence first? Every thought we create, where does it influence first? Ourself. And ourself means my feelings. If I create a thought, beautiful hall, I feel nice. If I create a thought, pretty flowers, I feel nice. If I create a thought, dried up flowers, I don't feel nice. So my thought influences how I feel. So at any point of time, if you're not feeling nice, sometimes we'll say, I'm not feeling nice today. So if I'm not feeling nice, I only have to check what thoughts have I been creating. So my thought influences my feeling. 1. 2. My thought influences. My thought influences. My thought influences my feeling. Second, my thought radiates to my body. So the second impact is on my physical health. Science today says each thought radiates to every cell of the body. So I create anger, I create anxiety, I create worry. It's not just here, it's radiating here. As a result, every year statistics are going. Cancer rate, depression rate, statistics, figures, and we're not doing anything. We're only looking of ways to treat it. New sciences, new discoveries to treat the illness. Nobody's talking about how to eradicate that illness. So second, my body. Third, my every thought. Third, where will it go? My every thought reaches the person for whom it has been created. So if I think of you right now, there it goes, just like a message on the phone. And so my every thought becomes the foundation of my relationships. And fourth, my every thought, environment. So my happiness, my health, my harmony in relationships, and the quality of my world is dependent on my every thought. And how many thoughts in a day? How many thoughts in a day? We've never counted how many thoughts in the day. And sometimes we don't even feel we are creating the thoughts. We say that thought just came to me. We talk as if the thought is coming from somewhere outside to me. I am the creator of every thought, and by which I am the creator of my feelings, of my health, of my relationships, and of my world. If I want to heal the world, if I want to harmonize my relationships, if I want to heal the body, and if I want to be happy always. So simple, right thought. Easy to create the right thought always. What is difficult? What will stop me from creating the right thought? Who is stopping me from creating the right thought in every situation? Okay. Who is the creator of my thoughts? Sure? Certain? Always? Always? If someone walks in right now and abuses you in front of 1,000 people, will you feel bad? How will it be the right thought? Right thought means happy feeling, healthy body, beautiful relationships, peaceful world. And someone walks in, doesn't behave right, I create hurt. I was supposed to create the right thought always. Why did I get hurt? Why couldn't I create the right thought of compassion? We sit back and we say, I want a compassionate world. And when somebody walked in and insulted me, why did I not create the compassion? Emotionally unwell, disturbed, unhappy, in pain. It's okay, I'll heal them. We were busy nursing our own wound. Who created the hurt? Who created the hurt? And was it possible to create a right thought at that time? Kind world. Kind world is hard. Reaction is hard. But then everyone who's creating these reactions has a reason for why they are creating them. And because we're all choosing to create those reactions, we're suddenly having a world which is not kind always. Everyone has a reason for why they are behaving the way they are behaving. Like you say, I have a reason why I got hurt. They behaved that way. They behaved that way because they were troubled inside. What was their trouble? We don't know. But any peaceful, happy person cannot insult somebody else. So if someone is behaving somewhere which is not right, is because internally they are not at ease. So they behaved that way because they were emotionally disturbed. Why did I get hurt? I was healthy. Why did I get hurt? Because I did not choose to respond. I just reacted without even pausing to choose a right response. And which means I was not consciously choosing how to think. I was just throwing back the same energy which they sent to me.